I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all in nothing, don't have me in the. I'ma stand up, Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat, dripping from the. No, not me. I can never be the one you wanna stuff for. Money, that machine. They fell down my stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matte black, liquor clean. Dead presents in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience thinner than a penny hoe.
Over here and empty your pockets. I don't do that. You might press me. You do what I tell you. Get over here. Who's gonna get this?
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
Thicker the pie, thicker the bag. Meet him a bite, now lease in no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it. The mad, man in them baggers, I'm all in my bag. Well, I ain't holding her in. Just a little murder, out the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for a doubt. She don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lane. Asked for a burger, watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation, we was on roll like tires. Where we gon' let? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, my. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago. The home crowd, they're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams on opposite ends of the Sunshine State. The Jags and Dolphins are underway. Carry for Kenyon Drake, and he'll get this one up to the 26. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Detroit!
Throwing his fails. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now fails. Forced out to his left. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Bortles now to throw. Steps away to his left. And his first pass is incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Here we go.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Completes it to Lee. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Robert Quinn coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And out come the Dolphins now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Over!
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And it's 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Jags grab it. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Green 80. Green 80. Green is it.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Raekwon McMillan coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
Green 80. Green is it.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. It was a safety, Rashad Jones, that time, who was able to break up the play.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He goes underneath to Drake. There he goes, right side. Yeah, this will get him all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. First foray into the red zone for Miami. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. No. Jack, Patriot.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Ouch. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. He'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way. Like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
Watch it now, Barney!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, there's something special about one of those big D linemen bringing it in. Off the tip there, really nice coordination.
Very much so, and I think what we've seen, and I'm going to put it at about the last 5 years, maybe a little bit longer, coaches placing a bigger emphasis on ball drills, even for defensive linemen, because possession is so key. And you got a chance to take one away, you want people comfortable with the football, and it paid off there.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Flush to his right. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And there, a post route. Started out right, caught it in the middle of the field, went into the end zone. What typically makes those successful, those deep post routes?
You need help from your complementary receivers, okay? The guy that you want to get the ball is the guy that we just saw catch it and take it into the end zone. So he needs help from the other guys who have to occupy anyone in the middle of the field. Whether it's one safety, sometimes you get two guys in there, either run routes at them so they have to cover them, or somehow freeze them by running underneath them and hoping to draw them towards the line of scrimmage and throw it over his head.
No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Over! 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 Hot! Hot!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he's going to go up top over the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 36 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Telvin Smith coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch him now, Barney. Gone.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins, and even 40 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lee. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 8 yards there, getting him out of danger. It's a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the up. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big play there. Bortles to Lee. 43 yards.
380.
Bortles now on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Robert Quinn in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. From midfield, here's Bortles. He's going to go for a big play, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Stills right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch him now, Barney. Detroit.
Now fails. Fighting through pressure. Buying time to his left. It's caught. Left side, Bolden. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Gone! Watch it now, Barney!
Throwing his fails. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Kenyon Drake in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Robert Quinn getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, it's Bortles. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cole. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Robert Quinn. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up.
Here we go.
Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit! Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's first and 10. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And this one is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. They'll set up to throw. He dumps it off to Drake. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Back to throw now on second and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And Wilson has it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Wilson, 31 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Sanders on for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Raekwon McMillan in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
372. Move. 76, 76.
On second down, here's Bortles. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 49 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
On first down, Bortles escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In for the score. And the Jaguars have moved out in front.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Right back to Drake. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Set. 319. 319.
Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll look to throw here. Got a man, it's Amendola. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. It's a big play here for the Dolphins on 3rd. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Over. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. It's Drake. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game. including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And now the kick is blocked. Sanders now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. Being chased out left. That is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cole. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Bortles to Cole for the Jacksonville 1st. Bortles now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. The pitch to Fournette. And some space here. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And, Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the 4th quarter when you've got the lead. Your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking deep now for Amendola, and he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Amendola, he was the intended target.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Akeem Spence able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Shotgun now for Bortles. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Akeem Spence in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
Lucy.
Bortles now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. Have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
380.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now Bortles. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Bortles going to look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
380.
They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Hank.
Bortles to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
380. 380.
To throw is Bortles. Flushed out right. Escapes the sack. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Lambo to add on the extra point. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a two-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Riley Harrison, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead. It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense. Here's Bortles to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass. And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Bortles going to throw here. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
Lucy. 380. 380.
Back to throw, Bortles. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. So now Bortles will bring the Jags up to go for 2. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Forced out to his left. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready. And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better. So now here come the Dolphins. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better. I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence. See what happens. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown. Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it.
but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that